I remember the first lecture really, really vividly.
Perspectives from the social sciences,
and it was always Friday afternoon, but everyone was always in the lecture, even though it was like an afternoon lecture.
How do you like Goldsmiths so far?
I love that it's all on one campus, so it's a very united, small feeling to it. The location I quite like because it's like being in London, but you're not in central London, so you still get the campus feel.
New Cross is also very vibrant and arty.
The college green and the buildings are just phenomenal.
You've been now 2 years into the program. What about the economics program? Do you like? Do you want to share something?
I absolutely love the economics program. I think it's very different to other universities and it's not quite as mainstream. Obviously we do discuss like the main economic principles, macroeconomics, microeconomics, but there's quite a lot of application with the social sciences. That's not something you would necessarily think would go with economics, but it just ties in so well and you can see it more applied in social contexts as well. Which is, it's quite nice to get to see economics working on a daily basis and all of the interconnections.
A lot of these connections became apparent when, we had a lot of those nice discussions in class, and then it sort of pushes me to think about things that I haven't thought before. It's in these interfaces that very important ideas are born.
I love the fact that the lectures are small enough that you feel it's quite interactive, and you know your lecturers really well and they know you. We have the tutorials.
The supervision.
Yeah, the supervisions. When you have your lecturer and then you have 3 or 4 students, and it kind of ties in everything you've learnt during that week in all of your different lectures. Exactly. And I think especially during first year that was the sort of support I needed.
So the idea is also to sort of have stuff that you learn in class, you reflect over it and you see how far you can push the reasoning, and most of it is also an exercise in relating things that you learn to real life. The idea behind close supervisions is to really like a mentoring experience. I
think it makes you think quite critically as well, which is another fantastic skill. It makes you really think outside of the box and not just necessarily accept what you've been taught, but really understand the reasoning behind it, where it came from. But also, because we do get to choose modules from different departments as well, you do get to do drama or sociology and psychology, and I think that's very rare again, and it just shows how applicable economics is.
What else do you do outside college?
So this year I was the president of the Model United Nations Society. And it was the first year so many people were interested in the society, which is why it was surprising we didn't have one, but now there is. I think it's definitely going to continue, and we won quite a few awards as well.
Wow,
which
congratulations.
which is pretty amazing. So definitely been busy with that.
What about your plans for the future?
I love like the university feel. So I think at the moment it's definitely going on and hopefully doing a master's programme. And I think a lot of the skills that we've learned here as well, again with having different modules, has kind of opened up what I want to do and has given me more ideas of what I could pursue.
I'm sure you will do very well whatever you choose to do.